Hey, 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 Soribel Martínez here. Hello, hello, hello. And we are live. Yes, we got something juicy to share with you. And I want to share that juiciness with you today, of course. Three secrets to grow your solo therapy practice now. Yes, now. My people, has to be now. Can't wait. We can't wait for the perfect moment. We cannot wait until we're ready. We cannot wait until tomorrow. Now. So let me tell you the story. So I have not been at a personal, professional development seminar, conference, training in person since I think it's been 2 years because some traumatic situation happened at a training that I was and it was very traumatizing for me. And then last year, uh, as you already know, my grandpa, my grandma, and my dad all passed away within a frame period of time. So I have taken some time for me so I could grieve and heal and process the loss of very, very important people in my life. So today, I went to this conference because this woman, Sandra, um, Francie, that's her name, which I really admire this woman because of what she has created as a business owner, the legacy that she has built for her, for her family. And honestly, last year I was not able to go because all the things that was happening with my father, and then now it was an opportunity for me to go see Sandra speak again, and I had said an intention that I was going there for something. I was looking for a breakthrough, and I decided that I was going to go get it there, and I did. And I'm so happy I went because you know that personal and professional development is at the core of the growth of us personally, and as a business owner we have to be in that continuation and in that journey of growth, scaling, expanding, getting out of our comfort zone, growing again. Because if we're not growing, what we're doing is that we're dying. If you're not growing, you're dying. If your business is not growing, it's going to die. That is the reality. So today, I want to share with you three things, the three secrets of growing and scaling and successful solo private practice. And before I do that, there was something really impactful that Sandra shared today that really resonated with me deeply. And that reminded me of my dad because when I was young, I was always very ambitious. Since I was a young kid, I knew I wanted to be a business owner. I knew I wanted to do big things. I knew I wanted to scale, grow, all the things. I don't know how that was going to happen, of course, but I knew that I wanted those things for myself. So my father used to say, Soribel, be yourself because everyone else is taken and they're boring. And I learned that being myself was the best position that I could be in my life. And whatever it is that I could do, I needed to be myself and be the best that I could be in that particular space. And then what Sandra said today really reminded me of that lesson that my father taught me really young and that has served me greatly. And Sandra says, you know, it's easy to do the impossible. it's easier, I'm sorry, it's easier to do the impossible than doing what is possible, because everyone else is doing what is possible. And honestly, as a single mom, right? You know, the stigma around being a single parent, right? There's a lot of stigma, there's a lot of shame around that. And I had to deal with some of that shame and the stigma when I first become a single parent. And mainly because I waited for so long to have my son, to have children. And, I became a single parent, not by choice. I'm not going to tell you that I was forced. It was a decision that I needed to make because I no longer wanted to be in a relationship where I was not being respected, where cheating was okay for that person and it was not okay for me. So I decided that I was better off being a single parent and teach my children, my son, my children, the importance of self-respect, the importance of commitment in a relationship, the importance of how men should be treating a female, a woman, and that I was not going to tolerate the disrespect. And that's why I became a single parent. And in that, I decided to stay single because something shifted, right? I knew that whatever I decided to do in my life, something like being a mother, I have to be the best at it and I have to give it my best, right? And that's what I've done. So my big reason for being in business, one of my biggest reasons for being in business is my son John Anthony, because I decided that I wanted to provide him with the best education that I can give him. I wanted to be able to give him opportunities like to learn how to play the violin, how to have experience to travel, to learn how to play instruments that he was interested in, and giving him the opportunity so he can become the man, the educated man that he was meant to be. And that goal is not going to change. So I know that for many people, it's like the stigma about being a single mom. Single mom, they raise this kind of man, and single mom, they raise this kind of boys, and this mom do this kind of things, and they do this kind of other thing, right? And I knew that for some type of reason, being a great mom and being able to provide to my son as a single mom was like the impossible. So I decided to do the impossible because the possibility is being done by everyone. And what was impossible is it has become a fruition for me because of the steps that I'm going to share with you that you need to take in order to build a successful solo practice, therapy practice. So if you want to grow a solo practice, and if you want to be at the top of the game, if you want to be a leader in your industry of mental health, and you want to impact your community in a big way, and you want this business to be the thing that you are building for your children, for your family, for your legacy, so you can take care of them, so you can use this tool that is money, so you can truly build the life that you truly desire, that you can truly Mm, give yourself the opportunity to create what you deserve, not what everyone else says that you deserve, but what you believe that you deserve. Because remember that if you believe that you can, you can. If you believe that you cannot, then you cannot. Right? It's solely your responsibility. It's solely your choice and decision. And whatever that decision is, and whatever decision that you make is going to be important in um how you pursue the growth and the scalability of your business, right? So I want to share with you three secrets and how to grow a scale a solo private practice successfully right now, because we don't have time to wait until retirement. We don't have time to grow this practice until the economy is perfect. We don't have time to build this business when we change government. We cannot wait for anyone else. The choice and the decision is you. You have the choice, you have the decision, and you can make it work, because the how in doing things can be taught by someone like me who have the experience, the knowledge, the credential, the learning, the education, all the things to teach you how to do it. By the way, I want you to share this video with someone else. I want you to tag a friend who is in private practice, want to stay solo, but still doesn't want to do it alone. Because the key here is that growing solo doesn't have to be lonely. Growing solo doesn't have to feel like you're doing everything. Growing solo doesn't have to mean that you have to be a superhuman being. Being solo just means that you want to keep your business model as the only clinical person, and then diversify your business model so you can make the money, that tool that provides opportunity for you and your family, that tools that gives you exactly what it is that you desire and that you want. I am going to help you do that in my upcoming online training, Grow Your Solo Therapy Practice. And you can register right here. You can see right here that website where you can register, or you could comment the word marketing, and me or my team members are going to send you the link so you can register today. So let's do it. What makes me qualified to even tell you this? Well, my name is Soribel Martínez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Connecticut. I am the CEO of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services. I'm a business coach and consultant to other private practice owners who want to take their private practice to the next level. Yes, I not only have the clinical skills, I also have the business knowledge and skills that you need to get your practice to the next level. So let's get started. Step number one. In order for you to grow a private practice that's successful today now, you need a plan. And how much sometimes we fail to create a plan for the things that we want. So you might say, but Soribel, but yes. You know how as a therapist, you help your clients succeed in an area or be successful in an area where they are struggling with. And once you do that assessment, you create a treatment plan. Well, you need a plan for your business growth. Because if you don't have a plan, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to focus on the things that you need to focus on to get that private practice of yours. You know, maybe you're just doing it part-time. Maybe you want to leave your full-time job and go into private practice full-time. Maybe you're waiting until you retire to go full-time into private practice because someone told you that the best goal, right? The best goal that you can create is after retirement is to go into private practice. But you know what? That is a lie from the devil, and I revoke that right now because hell no, we're not gonna wait until we retire to live the life that we desire, to make the money that we want. Because at the end of the day, the goal is not money or about money. It's not about money. But we need a tool that's called money so we can provide for our family, so we can create, so we can live the life that we desire, the life that we deserve. Did you get that? You deserve more. More money, more power, more success, more resources, more clarity, more impact, more leadership. Whatever it is that you want, you were made for more. Step number one, you need to have a plan. You can't go nowhere without a plan. Think about when you are taking a journey, a road trip or whatever, or you're going somewhere that you don't know where you're going, and you turn on your GPS. The first thing that the GPS wants to know is where you at. After the GPS knows where you at and identifies your location, GPS is going to give you a step-by-step plan to get where you need to be. you need a plan to grow your solo practice. You can't avoid that. You can't. Step number one. Step number two, right? You need business strategy. You need a strategy. Just like you work with your clients. And once you do that treatment plan, you work with them and you help them identify the strategies and the tools that they need so they can become successful in the area that they're working on, so they can improve their lives, so they can improve their mental health, so they can improve everything, right? They need strategy. And you are the person who helps them with those strategies. Well, the same way your clients need strategy for growth and transformation, you need a strategy, business strategy, so your business can grow and get to the next level. Mhm. You do. And you can't avoid that. Because when we don't have strategy, we are just throwing spaghetti on the wall, hoping and praying that will stick. Well, it's not going to stick. Girl, it's not going to stick because you cannot be guessing what is it that you need to do to grow and scale. You need to have a strategy that works. Oh, Soribel, I don't have enough clients, or I have too many clients, and then in the summer, yeah, I don't get any more. Well, you don't get any more clients in the summer, and there's a slump in your attraction of clients because you don't have a strategy. There's no strategy to you. You're spending your days and your hours in Facebook groups, hoping that someone will share your contact information with somebody that they know so you can get clients. Or you are the person who is using psychology today and you are flicking, hoping, praying, oh my God, chanting to hope that psychology today it will work for you. By the way, psychology today is great if you have the right strategy and if you know how to use it. Because we have thousands and thousands of contact from psychology today. But with no strategy, you will hurt. And I hear therapists all the time in this group saying, oh, my psychology today is not working. I'm going to turn it off. It's not working. It's not working for me. Well, it can't work if you just threw in a spaghetti to the wall and you're hoping that spaghetti is like psychology today, like, let me throw the spaghetti and hoping that it's going to stick. And when it doesn't stick, then you get mad. Well, you have every right to be mad. But the truth is that if you want something to work, you need to have a strategy to it. That's step number two. And step number three, you need connection. You need someone. Well, you need connection, right? So one, you need someone that can help you how to get there faster so you are not burnt out and you are not guessing and throwing spaghetti to the wall. Something very important that she said today is like, you're asking someone for directions when they haven't taken that path. Why are you asking someone that doesn't have a business and haven't done what you want to do how to get where you want to be? No, that doesn't work. It doesn't work because the person doesn't know. They don't have the tools. They don't have the strategy. They don't have the tactics. They don't have the experience. I do. By the way, I have a master's in business administration, right? And I took my solo private practice from zero to in just few years because I knew that business strategy is important in business, right? And I have also got the support of other people that have walked the walk, and I hire them to help me walk the walk. So, luckily for you, I am hosting a 3-day intensive online training where I'm going to teach you the number one secret to growing and scaling your private practice successfully. and that you don't need nothing. You need that. I'm telling you right now. And how I know? Because I've done it. And I've been there and I continue to use that strategy over and over and over again. And what it does is maintains our private practice full, making the impact that I want, making the money that I desire, and impacting the world the way that I want to. The next thing is like you need to network, right? You need to network. Part of that connection is networking, understanding that connections are important, and also making that connection virtually and also in person with other businesses that can refer clients to you consistently. How did I do this? Back in the day when I started my private practice, I remember me meeting doctor offices and other people and connecting with them, educating them about what I did, right? And you know what happened? We still get dozens of referrals from that part. One connection brings dozens of clients every single month. We get the fax. The fax is coming through, coming through, coming through, coming through. One connection. What did that cost me? An hour of my time. I brought some donuts. I think it was donuts, some coffee. I sat in the lunch room and I connected with the providers and everyone there and teaching them what was it that I was doing, how I can help their clientele. And to this day, 7 years later into private practice, they're still sending clients because then the clients go back and say, oh my God, Soribel, your practice help me. Oh my God, I'm doing so well. And then more comes and more comes, right? So here are those three secrets that you need in your life. And I know that doing that alone can be very difficult, challenging, stressful because you don't have a business degree. And we were not taught about marketing, business, none of that stuff in therapy school. We were taught that we're supposed to provide service, we're supposed to stay small, we're not supposed to be big and make a lot of money because money, is not making a lot of money, then you're not providing services. You out there making other people rich and making their dream come true, and your dreams are sitting in the back seat of your car. Why? When you need to be the captain of your life, you need to be the captain of your ship. You need to be in control. So I want you to register at growyoursolotherapypractice.com and come and join us for 3 days. I know you're busy. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And you're going to be able to get the replays. So you are able to, come back to it. I am going to give you a plan. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Give you a plan. And you're going to be able to use that workbook to work that plan and go implement immediately. Uh-huh. Yes, because that is also important. So I want you to take this opportunity to understand that you need a plan, you need business strategy, and you need connection. You need someone that can help you. Being a solo private practice owner doesn't mean that you have to do it alone. Scaling solo doesn't mean being alone, because doing this work in isolation and you pretending that you can do everything in your business will burn you out very quickly. And it's the biggest buzzword that I hear in private practice. I'm burned out, I'm burned out, I'm burned out, I'm burned out. Well, I see why. Because you're doing everything and you think that in order for you to grow, you have to be alone in this process. It's not true. So I want to encourage you to do the impossible, because it's easier to do the impossible than doing what is possible, because everyone else is doing what is possible. Be yourself in this process, because everyone else is taking and they're boring. And what you got is so special that can literally change the life of others. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it. So share this video, comment the word marketing or go to growyoursolotherapypractice.com. By the way, let me just share the link over here real quick. You can go there and register and register growyoursolotherapypractice.com or comment the word marketing and we will get you the link so you can register. We are going to be doing this June 3rd to the 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You owe yourself to do the impossible because everyone else is doing what's easy. And easy doesn't fulfill your soul. It will get you stuck in comfort zone and you will never create the life that you desire. My name is Soribel Martínez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Connecticut. I am the CEO and owner of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services, a group practice in the state of Connecticut and New York. And it's my pleasure to help you grow your solo practice. Solo, not alone. Talk to you soon. Adios. Besitos, besitos. Ciao.